Welcome back to What Are T Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the T28 HTC or concept. It's the Tier 7 American premium turreted tank destroyer. Not a turret. No, it's not actually. It's located on the south spawn of Tundra and it's under the command of ProvoBob of 1AR, and we can't see his equipment. So we'll have to wait until he tells us. Okay, this is the reward tank you get for completing the second set of missions. It's rather an odd duck, but it does have a powerful gun, a 105mm, which is capable of doing 320 alpha, 181mm pen with standard ammo, and with the premium APCI it goes up to 320. It has two glaring weak spots on the vehicle. You can see them right on the sides, the machine gun ports. Yep. This is a vehicle that never got made because it was a prototype only, or not prototype, rather a blueprint only. But they began work on it in 1948. It was actually to upgrade it from the M6. Using components of the M6, an electrical mechanical transmission, and it was designed to destroy the Siegfried line, the West Wall, but it was rejected. Instead, they went for the T95, and they did build two versions of that vehicle before. Again, that was cancelled. So it's got great armour, but a weak lower plate. It's got weak machine gun ports if you can aim for them, and most people can. So you can do a lot of damage to the enemy. If they aim for the wrong spots, then they won't get anything on you. It'd probably be a good idea you went to the left instead of actually firing straight ahead, but look at that. Straight through that one. Standard reload 9.59 seconds, but then again it is a 105mm gun. And he's actually got a reload time of 8.12, so he's relatively fast. Knocked about a second and a half off the score. Bouncing rounds from the enemy. They're firing 90mm rounds at him and then just not getting through. They're hitting the weak spots. Fires that one into the mantlet of the KV4 and he penetrates. Or KV3 rather. And it's a KV3 with a stock turret there as well. The KV3's gone. Now he could move up if he wanted to. There's an ISM just around the corner to the left. But he could move up and start punching holes into them. Look, he's easily getting shots on the OI as well. The Churchill 7 is now firing HE at him. You see, he's not making any impression with AP. And this guy sitting here, the VK, is getting in the way. So really we need to go around him and fight independently. Yeah, your accuracy's not going to work there. I'd go round this guy. This VK is being a bit of a nuisance, really. He's blocking you. There, he gets a nice shot into the OI. Yeah, he's blocking you for sure. Yeah, you might as well just go around this VK, because all that's going to happen is sooner or later he's going to drive in front of you just as you fire the trigger, and that's going to stop you getting the high caliber. Instead, you'll just get whatever score of kills you got, because of course if one of your shells hits one of your teammates, then of course you won't get the high caliber. You're blocked from it. It disqualifies you immediately. So the best thing to do under the circumstances is drive around him so he can't do this to you. And it's a sick move by some players to deliberately try and block you and effectively make you shoot them when they know full well that you're not going to take any they're not going to take any damage. So if this happens, if you come across this circumstance, just drive round the guy. Ignore that VK and go around him. In fact, you could go to the left of the rock and shoot from there, and he can't hurt you then. But if he pops forward like that, all of a sudden now he's blocking you and you can't get any damage whilst he's there. And pushing him like that is just going to make him worse. It's just going to make him want to do it even more. So go around him. The other guys have gone round. Oh, he's gone the other side now. Oh, that's good. At least that's something. Now, hold that corner and stop him from doing anything like that again. I would have just gone around the guy and said, ignore you. I'm not going to let you shoot me in the side. I've seen that happen so many times. It's happened to me many times as well. And it looks like the enemy are capping, but we do have a lot of tanks back there so they can deal with that problem. Even though they've got 2 in the cap at the moment. And there goes the VK. Well, now I would be concerned because nobody appears to have done anything except a Nashorn who's moving towards the cap. We've got a Tiger 131 sitting at the back of the map who's not really doing much at all. It appears they have had at least 1 reset, but now we've lost the Nashorn. And that is problems. If that Tiger... Well, we've got 2 Tiger 131s now trying to get resets. And there goes the OI. So 2 kills now for ProvoBob. He should push on. I think we've got it in hand back at the cap area. In fact, they have been reset and the SP1C has left the cap area. So there's only 3 enemies left. I think this one is definitely in the bag. We might as well go after as much damage as we can get on the remaining enemy and head towards their cap area and force them to come to us. This tank destroyer is not very fast. 29 kilometers an hour maximum speed. So you're not going to be chasing anyone down. You're much better off forcing the enemy to come to you and deal with you on your terms. You can see that big gouge in the barrel as one of the shots from one of the enemy actually hit the barrel. Of course, we've put the barrel back in. Well, one of the enemy tanks has died in the south. That was the Hellcat. We've got a T28 up there on the hill. He's not going to come to that gap. Not at the moment. And we are starting to lose tanks because the enemy is shooting at them from the height. So we might as well go to the cap and just force them to come to us. But sit behind the rock like they were sitting behind the rock at our cap. It will definitely give them an incentive to actually leave their position and come and find us. I suspect that the SP1C will be the first one to turn up. No, he's actually not going to be turning up. He's too interested in the tanks that are nearby. I think he's actually worried about being taken out by the Giro. In fact, the Tiger 131 gets him from behind. So T28 is the one that's going to have to come and get a reset. And he will have the incentive, of course, of getting a Defender medal if he does turn up on time. Very much likely that he's going to come down from the hill. And yes, I think ProvoBob's correct. I think that's the angle that they're going to come from. Or he'll come from, rather. It's the best way of getting around the corner, getting a shot, and still staying alive by just showing the top of his turret. He's been spotted, so the enemy is there. Oh, he did. He went the long way round. He was much further away. He was in the bushes. Now, as I said, you're not going to be able to chase him down. And yes, he's starting to do a lot of damage to us. We just lost our commander. Okay, Tiger's looking from the cliff edge. And we pulled back to stop him. He must have a defender medal by now. Oh, there he is. The Tiger could see him from up high. And now we can deal with him. He might go for our lower plate, but there you go. And that is the end of the game. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the first ace tanker for ProvoBob of 1AR in the T28 HTC. You can tell it's the first ace he's had because he's got scrolls underneath the M, and that you only get that the first time. He also got a shell proof for blocking more damage exceeding the hit points of his own vehicle, Master Gunner for getting 5 armor penetrating shots in a row, a sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive shots on the enemy, Duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, and he also got the Fire Pro Pack for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. On top of all that, he picked up the Steel Wall for blocking the most damage in the game, at least 11 hits, and surviving the battle. His win rate was 7,816, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see the highest damage in this game actually went to the T25-2 on the enemy team. And he not only picked up the high caliber, but he did get the defender medal by coming down from the hill. He got 3,454 hit points of damage. Second highest was our Tiger 131, or at least one of them got a defender and 3,215 hit points of damage. And the third highest damage, well, that goes to ProvoBob with 2,782. When it came to the G-Row, he got a Confederate as well. When it came to kills, we can actually see that the top score was ProvoBob with 3, and the T25-2 also with 3, and their SP1C. 2 kills went to the Tiger 131, the AMX M445, the other Tiger 131, and the AMX 1375. On the enemy team, only their Tiger 1 managed to get 2 kills. And when it came to base XP, ProvoBob came second. The Tiger 131 got 1,366. ProvoBob got 1,172, and they were the only two who managed to get over 1,000 base, with 960 going to the G-Row on his team. He fired 21 rounds in that game, got 10 direct hits and 10 penetrations, 2,782 hit points of damage, of which 316 were at more than 300 meters. 18 hits received from the enemy, only 2 of which actually penetrated. And, well, 2 of those rounds were from the T25-2. 14 non-penetrations, 2 hits by way of splash damage, and 3,710 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 2 enemy vehicles spotted, 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 killed, and 491 hit points of damage assistance, with 6 capture points at the end of the game. On a premium account, he actually made a loss of 65,445 credits, mostly down to the ammunition, firing the premium rounds, and that really did cost him. And he also got 8,263 experience points out of that game as well, including completing a mission for 3,516. So, yes, it's a first ace tanker, so he's got one of those under his belt, but I think actually you need to use the standard ammo more often with this vehicle, because it is expensive if you use premium ammo all the time, and you can end up using up or getting a tremendous loss of credits if you try and use premium all the time. So much better off with standard ammo. The standard ammo would have wiped out the T25-2 because he's really got no armor. He's just got a very good gun. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, and thank you for watching.